Hello everyone, welcome to a DSP video. Man, I had to take a big L for the past take. I did a take of this and I was thinking of doing two videos in one. The video is gonna be like 5 hours long or 4 hours long. And I was just like, but then I realized, you know what? I didn't need to watch an entire video for to make a point. So we're just gonna watch this video and then I'll just go to this other video as just as a comparison for a point. Uh, I just realized it was a little too extra. So sometimes you gotta weed the fat. Okay, so let's get into this video. This was done last week, so let's get going.
Jasper's going under this. He's going underneath it, you nut. There's nothing under there. There's a couple storage bins. Anyway, so the point I'm getting at is, right now I'm playing two horror-themed games, a lengthy action-based RPG, an open-world first-person shooter, and a fighting game, right? Like, that's what I'm playing right now, okay? Now, we already talked this week about what I'm planning to do once I beat Visage. Visage we only have today and likely one more stream and we've beaten the game. So once that's done, the talk was that people wanted to see me continue on with Condemned Criminal Origins. This was a game that was a launch title for the Xbox 360. About 5 years ago, you guys asked me to play it on a Halloween marathon, and back then, I wasn't an interactive streamer, and so I wasn't really talking with you guys or getting any feedback or whatever on the game. Instead, I was just playing it cold,
Okay.
and you guys didn't really, well, let me put it this way. I think people who like the game because it's a nostalgic game for a lot of people were enjoying it, but I wasn't. Like, I wasn't getting the game and having fun with it. Then you guys renominated it for this Halloween marathon, and what a difference.
That was a
5
hard
years later,
re.
me playing it with people were enjoying it, but I wasn't. Like, I wasn't getting the game and having fun with it. Then you guys renominated it for this Halloween marathon, and what a difference. 5 years later, me playing it with an interactive audience, us chilling and talking and reacting and having fun conversation about the game, it ended up being very entertaining to the point where now people were like, hey, I really wish that you would keep playing it.
Now, when this was going on, I thought it was funny how people loved Dino Crisis when he played that in the Halloween marathon, and when everyone kept asking him to continue it, he kept saying, "Well, no, it's not Halloween, guys. I can't play this game now. It's not Halloween. It's not Halloween." But Condemned, on Visage, we can play that after Halloween. Yeah, hell yeah.
So I said, okay, great. That sounds like a plan. Let's do that. Let's do Visage and let's do Condemned this week. These are two shorter games, shorter playthroughs that we can get through before the new releases hit next week, and they take priority because you very much know that's what's going to happen. Those new releases will come out, and that's going to be all that anyone's going to want to see. No one's going to care about these older games anymore, and they're going to say, just do the new stuff, right? So that's the plan. But then all of a sudden, I start noticing this week, the last couple days, number one, everyone's kind of being negative on the stream, saying, oh, Phil's just playing these old games. Phil's playing games that are horror-themed.
They're being negative.
And we really wish that he would have went out and bought Metroid Dread and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Now, he kept hyping up Metroid Dread and Guardians of the Galaxy. He said that, excuse me, not Guardians, my bad, not that one. Metroid Dread. He then added Guardians of the Galaxy on the little fishing line later on, but it was mostly Dread. He said, I'll play it like the last week of October, the first week of November. I'll play it then. Don't worry, I'll play it. I'm gonna play it. Don't worry, I will, guys. Everyone thinks I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. But then now he's like, why are you playing it?
Galaxy, and that's what he was playing this week because that would have brought new games.
I mean, even before he did this stream, it said on his schedule he's gonna play Metroid Dread once he beat one of these games or whatever. And then it happened. All right, guys, I'm gonna play Visage and Condemned. Wait, you what? And then he's surprised that people are upset that he's not picking Dread. Dude, you kept dangling it. Eventually, people are just gonna be like, okay, when is it? And get fed up. You can't keep dangling the game in front of people and be like, wait, you're mad? Huh?
To the stream, and that would have allowed new eyes on the stream. People who've been waiting for these games would have been excited, and it would have basically been a much better situation. Okay, that's basically what people were saying the last couple of days. And then admittedly, on top of that, the last 2 days, support on my streams has been slow as hell. We're talking like, I'm streaming.
Now, my original idea, as I said, I was gonna watch this video and then watch this video, and I realized that was a little much. But listen to this.
We're doing today, as you'll see, for variety's sake, okay? But what I want to say is this. The sky's not falling. This is not the end of Phil and DSP gaming. This is not, you know, these people coming on stream every day, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, here I am, I'm playing a game, I'm having a good time. Wow, this was a good segment. That was a cool fight I just did. I blew down a helicopter with a rocket launcher, and I'm doing all this fun stuff. And I turned to my chat to see how they reacted to that really awesome stuff that just happened in the game. Oh, why are the viewers so low? Oh, why are the tips so low today? Oh, no, the sky is falling. Oh, no, it's the end of Phil's streams. Oh, no. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. How often have you ever seen me react to something like that? Right?
Guys.
Have you ever known me to be someone who's going to sit here and panic about something and freak out and be like, oh, no. Oh, that's not me. You know that. You know.
Yeah, man.
13 years. I don't think you've ever seen me react to something like that.
No,
right?
13 years.
Level-headed. Yeah, every once in a while I get heated.
You could go to his channel, type in emergency and alert, and you will see a lot of rational videos, guys. Totally. You know, there was a video before he went to Twitch where he said he'd rather pack up and not make any more videos than become a Twitch streamer. Then became a Twitch streamer.
Get pissed. But you're never going to see me panic and
he never
act
panics.
like that, right?
He never panicked. He only just ran to Twitch once the ad revenue was out. But he never panicked.
Look at the stream. I'm laughing at these people like, what are you talking about? Like,
what are you talking about?
Seriously.
What?
Like,
Seriously.
what the hell are you talking about? This is not the end of anything. I have been through the ringer, guys. I've been through every possible fucking thing. This is not the end of DSP gaming. This is just another thing to recover from. We got to redouble our efforts. We got to figure out how to solve it or how to improve upon it or how to make things better.
Right? Yeah, man. Look how positive he was in this video. He's super positive, happy Phil. He's like, yeah, man. We're gonna power on through. We got this, guys. And then you go to this video. The streams have been slow. What the fuck?
Streaming 2 hours and we haven't even hit the Gunner Glass's goal yet.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I don't remember.
Right? That's what an apple hit my head. But I'll be honest, it's become is there's a group of people who games out that they over the last. He didn't have to play a great time with the game. Still to this today, what's Phil's failing coming out of an aspect to my now will be the Grand Theft Auto history in a else, and so you said they look is still right. For one, look and they're like, what I kind of want to say is, listen, if how many people are watching this, just to come chill with me, laugh at the fail, word of mouth, maybe. If you're gonna sit here and complain,
the first half or the later.
Today, what's going on? A group of people. It's my. I would consider laws about. Here's a lost judgment. I personally wouldn't expect them.
Here we go.
It's lost judgment. It's this distinctly in the last month that there's a group coming in and doing this to my streams. Oh, here's a stream that has like 175 viewers. It's lost judgment, okay? And it's a chill stream. People who are on the stream are enjoying themselves. But maybe the contributions aren't sky high that night or whatever. It's lost judgment. I personally wouldn't expect them to be. Maybe I mention it a couple times on stream. Hey, guys, you want to support, please tip me or whatever. I say that, right? All the time.
All the time?
That's fine. But then someone coming in and be, oh, my God, the sky is falling. If you think that if I have to lay down the lit, I'm not. I'm just saying it's not. Having children, unless people that are here, nothing's going far, and I can't. I feel like, no, because I didn't say nothing. No, because I didn't say nothing. All right. So that's the reason that I love doing what I do is because I get to be me. I get to be real. And in regards to the quality of the streams, that's interesting, or that's not like yours, and that's not good. You know, I want to have a variety remaster. I'm curious how it looks. Profile AAA release, and I'm like, why is this? The people who are actually, I'm sorry, you know, food, and then saying, well, here's a release playthrough remake. I want
oh my god
to continue watching it for 4.5 years. I don't do that. What I do, I'm not like that. That's not the case. Just being honest with you guys, that's definitely not the case. Far Cry 6. I be about the crowdfunding. It's the situation I was in. DSP gaming. This is not, these people coming on stream every day, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, here I, and they refused to. Am I going to take legal action? Stuff. 10 years ago, I was. If we come and we make the whole stream chat just about money, so why? You know what I mean? I wanted the people who became channel members to have. So why? You know what I mean? So why would I be panicking about shit? I definitely should not be, because this is negativity, this drama shit. Is falling, the viewership's terrible, there's no contributions, what's going on? Why are you even saying that? Like, if you're on the stream and all you're here to do is perpetrate drama, then don't be on the stream. And I mean that. Like, if you think that your enjoyment is to come to the stream and try, okay, that's a great thing. Comments will be on my videos again. You can feel free to read my Twitter tweets and retweet and like them and not be abused and harassed because of it. All this stuff is good and moderated for it. From YouTube, you're literally doing. Obviously, the games are getting pushed back a day now.
Oh my god, I would
become a clown or a character.
Oh.
New Vegas was one of the moment that I announced that, you know, the idiot. Literally, YouTube for me to worry about, not you, right? It's not how many people are watching the stream, how many people are contributing to the stream is my responsibility, and it's my job. Sucking. I mean, right now, don't watch the content. Go check them. Contribute about that stuff. If you guys, it's not your job. It's not. People are like, man, Phil, I came to your stream, but banning people. My name. Business. I've noticed, man. Okay. Maybe I mentioned that you're. I have to like derail it. I'm not letting it say it. But we're certainly not completely changed on. Have that on my. I should at least say nothing. Oh, because I didn't see YouTube videos now.
Holy shit! Come on. I know he said it.
Someone who enjoys my content. Thank you. Come chill with me every day. I have tons of issues. Whatever.
Okay, you know what? Not worth it anymore. But what I was getting at, he fucking said in that video somewhere that. Oh, we didn't hit the glasses goal for 2 streams, and it was fine. It was fine, and all this stuff, right? But now we didn't hit the tier 1 tips goal in weeks, guys, and
some days we barely do. The night streams have been really slow. Last night I made $30 playing House of Ashes.
$30, guys. He fucking. Is saying this, but he almost made $5 in Lost Judgment, but $30,
which is crazy because the attendance was good. The actual attendance of the stream was pretty decent for a late night stream of a game I've already beaten once.
This reminds me of the debate that a lot of artists have on Twitter about follows, and the usual consensus is that the follow number you have does not necessarily translate into so like I don't know the exact proper word because I don't want to make it sound shitty, but it doesn't mean that you have like 300 followers. Let's say you're not gonna get 300 people to ask for commissions. You know, like people might follow you for your art and all this stuff and retweet it and enjoy it, but they're not. That doesn't mean that they're gonna come and always seek a commission. They may not go to your Patreon, that kind of thing. It's never guaranteed. Sure, some people might do that, but again, you're never guaranteed having this stuff, so you can't really sit there and it's the same with views. It's the same thing where you get a lot of people to watch your stuff, but that doesn't really necessarily translate into people going to support you. That's why it's not really a good idea to go into streaming and be like, money time, it's nothing like that. It's more just like stream because you want to, stream because you just want to do something and you want, to have fun or whatever. You don't need to sit there and be like, oh, man, if I get like this many people, these people are gonna do this and that. Like, then what's the point?
But contributions have been pretty slow. I'm just being honest, okay?
Slow, guys, but remember, guys, positive, he's not Chicken Little. He's not Chicken Little, guys.
Thing is, I feel like there's been they're way more relaxing than anything else. You know what I'm saying? All that being said, I'm not too worried about the future. I'm not. I'm really not.
Not worried.
Okay. But people seem to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people seem to be, they look at my streams and they look at attendance and they look at stuff like that, and then they start freaking out.
See, I just love positive Phil is putting all the stress and negativity onto his viewers, which is projection. he's projecting his insecurities onto his fans, so that way he doesn't have to feel this. He's telling everyone else that they feel that. You feel this. You feel like you're concerned about what's going on. I'm not. I'm positive. I'm level-headed. And then you have this Phil. Guys, slow
I'm
streams.
noticing, and I'm like, well, this is not good. Because allow me to now elaborate a little bit on what's been going on with me these last few weeks and how it's affected me and what I wanted to do on streams and how basically I haven't really had the flexibility to do what I want, okay? October was not a great month. I talked about it all October. I said, man, October this year is the polar opposite of how October usually goes. Usually, here's how the year goes for me. The summer's pretty decent, and then all of a sudden in October, things really ramp up because a ton of new games come out, back to back to back. Usually they're high-profile, AAA, giant hyped games. This brings in more people to my content and my streams to watch these hyped games. In turn, this brings in more contributions, more ad revenue because there's more views on my content.
I noticed something.
In general, October
I noticed something with DSP vlogs like this. Every vlog that has some air of positivity always has this kind of lighting. All the time. But then when it's like a video that highlights drama, it's like this. I don't know why.
The first of 3 giant months where things go whoop for me with content creation. I don't know how it works with everyone else out there. I would assume it's kind of the same for anyone who does video game stuff. But this year was actually the opposite. The actual opposite. This year, October things went down from September.
Whoa.
Why?
Why?
I'll tell you exactly why. Because there was nothing going on in October. Alan Wake Remastered. Super Monkey Ball Collection. Right? Far Cry 6, the sequel.
Dude, look at these remasters. Guys, GTA's coming out. I can't wait to replay San Andreas HD Definitive Edition. It's gonna be way better than these other remasters. Okay.
To a game that's almost exactly the same game, and everyone panned the game in reviews. Even though, personally, I'm really liking the game, and I think it's chill fun, it's hard to bring eyes to a stream when everyone out there slammed the game saying it's too similar to the previous games and it's not fun. I disagree, but it is what it is. The stigma is already out there, right? Lost Judgment, no, I didn't expect that we were going to get giant amount of eyes on my streams for Lost Judgment. We didn't have it for Yakuza. We didn't have it for the original Judgment, so that's not a shock, okay? House of Ashes, for 2 days, the streams were great, and then after I beat the first
no one
run,
likes
now I'm doing
these
the second
games.
run, and of course,
no one likes that this fucking dark angel anthology, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. The fucking Man of Medan people. I don't fuck whatever. No, I've not seen his chat love those games like at all. You know, last year when he forced what was it, Little Hope into the fucking marathon, everyone hated that because he forced it in. His chat was complaining about it. Like no one was happy with Little Hope in that marathon. It because he forced it in to begin with. Like it wasn't even in the polls and whatever. He forced it in and pretended to be Colonel Sanders. Like no one was happy with that at all. And then he was like, guys, I played House of Ass from the same people and no one cared. Yeah, because no one likes those fucking games.
Diminishing returns. You're not going to have people who are here for the entirety of the second playthrough and supporting the second playthrough the way they did the first playthrough. This is all natural stuff. But the point I'm making here, okay? The point I'm making here is that October this year had 0, and I mean it, 0 AAA high-profile.
Man, it's funny that in November, October is toxic and evil and stupid and awful. But in October, I'm not worried about the future. Everything's great.
I don't want anyone to freak out. I'm not freaking out.
He's not freaking out. And this is in October, the worst month, and he's not freaking out. He's not freaking out, guys, but October sucked, but now he's worried. In November, because October sucked. But he's not freaking out. This was what? October 20th. So this was like, what? 15 days? Something like that. from that pre-stream, and he's like, "Guys, what the fuck?"
File hyped releases. The 2 games that I skipped in October, Metroid Dread. Well, that game was the sequel to a game from the early 2000s that is an old school Metroid game. Every time I play Metroidvania style games on my streams, they fail. Low viewership, low support, low.
When you play Metroidvania games, the majority of them, I should specify, were before he took tips and before he took any form of currency from a website. So how did he get low support from Metroidvanias? Some of them were even part of a patron poll, which, you guessed it, required you to give him money on Patreon to get.
Everything, and everyone's screaming for you to play something else. So I admittedly skipped it on purpose, thinking that's a game that I could play later when there's other cool stuff going on in games. I'll balance it with that so that it's not me playing it and everyone complaining that it's boring. You see? Now,
Snort, snort.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Admittedly, that's a game that I missed out on because the game was completely misrepresented. That game, all the previews and everything they put out for it, the game looked bad. Like, it really looked terrible.
I think it was part of, like, the Blitz
then
of
apparently
Marvel
the game
shit.
comes out and everyone says, oh my god, this game is really outstanding. Well, shit. That one, admittedly, that's a miss for me. I absolutely would have played it on launch day if I had known it was going to be good. But all the evidence we had said it wasn't going to be good. And then it comes out and it's great. I'm like, okay, well, that's definitely one that I want to play then, okay? Now, that was October. Now we're in November, okay? Here's the situation I'm facing, all right? And this is me being completely transparent with all of you. I'm broke, basically.
I'm broke!
I don't have funds to do anything with right now, okay? In October,
now,
at the end of...
Now, I love that almost every fucking hardcore gaming season is always the season of begging for free games. This was a thing I'm starting to notice. He didn't used to do this, by the way. Like in 2015, I'd say was the last year he didn't do it, because I think he was also getting free games from Machinima at that time as well. But then 2016 comes around, and I think, was that the year of Infinite Warfare, or was that 2017? I think it was 2016. Yeah, because 2017 was World War II. So he got Infinite Warfare for free because he didn't want to pay for it, and he also wanted to play the Modern Warfare remastered, so he got that for free. And ever since 2016, he started begging for free games. 2017, he introduced the Amazon wishlist and begged for people to buy game credits for him and all this other stuff. And it just been a thing that's been going on and on and on, where he just starts begging for free games. And now it's to the point where it's only the hardcore gaming season, because if you go to any time in DSP's career during the summer, the late spring season, whatever, he will turn down any offers to get a free game. If someone said, "Hey, what if I pay for these game credits, can you play this game?" He'll say, "No, I've already played this game. I have no time, man. No." But hardcore gaming season comes around, guys. You guys could buy me Battlefield if you want, or Metroid. You could buy that game. Pokemon. You can buy that game. But when it comes to, like, any other time, when people offer to buy him indie games, he turns it down immediately. Like, I think someone even offered to buy him SMT5, and he still turned it down. So, it's obvious he just wants to get his fans to buy him free games. And it's probably gonna work, because it always works. It always works out in the end.
Of the month, I was hit with a over $1,500 legal bill for shit that I had to do to try to clean up the giant mess made by someone who committed identity theft with me and screwed up all my financials. I had things that were fucked up to the point where I had multiple things that weren't paid, fees on top of fees, saying I'm in default and stuff, which I should not have been, but all my shit was compromised. So it got frozen, and it took me a while to figure all this shit out, and I had to pay a ton of money to get stuff fixed and get back on track, which thankfully I am now, but it costs money. I actually said this on Twitter. I said, in
Wow.
America,
Things
it's
cost money,
fucked up
guys.
because you become the victim of a crime, and you have to pay money to fix your own shit. Like, I was the victim of a federal crime, but now I'm set back tons of money because of a criminal.
Well,
And I have no defense against it, okay? Now,
I mean, sure, it's like where's the money gonna come from? Because, Phil, we live in a country that a lot of people don't seem to like the idea of the government paying for things to be fixed. Because if, let's say that the government decides, hey, we'll cover the legal fees and all this stuff, that $1,500, where's that money gonna come from, Phil? From the taxes. A lot of people would not be okay with that. Maybe some will. It is what it is. We're not gonna get into that. I'm putting the kibosh on it, okay? None of that, please. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I mean, people have to get paid. How is this lawyer gonna get paid if to do this work? Come on.
now, I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. I am not going to put up with any more fucking slander and defamation and bullshit. These scumbags who say, oh, I know all about identity theft. You don't have to spend any money to do anything. Fuck you and your mother. Really. Fuck you and your mother.
I like that he put "and your mother" really loud. Like, damn, you really want to fuck their moms? Ooh, wow. I mean, it is what it is. But again, compare this to this. He was so happy in October. He was like chilling. He was like, guys, it's all good. Calm down, guys. Everything's a-okay. I don't be Chicken Little, man. Don't be like Chicken Little. November, Phil. Fuck you and your mother. Fuck you. I have to pay money. But October, Phil, happy-go-lucky. He's chilling in October. He has Potion. You know what? Maybe that's the problem. Potion absorbed all the positivity from Phil, and now that he's gone, we're left with evil Phil. Man, Potion should be a permanent mainstay then. Potion brings out the best of Phil. And this brings out the worst of Phil. All these toys.
Because you're a piece of shit. I'm the one who's going through it right now. I'm the one who's going to have a bad time trying to pay back all this fucking money I owe now for all the shit I had to go through. I know what I fucking owe because I have the bill in front of me. And you're not going to sit here on the internet and lie about it because
Where's
you're a
the bill?
scumbag who just wants to fucking contradict everything I say to try to make me look bad. Fuck you. You don't know shit.
Now, I wonder what the semantics is on this, because I wonder, like, the people who are saying that it doesn't cost anything to fix or whatever. What? Because this is what I'm hung up on. He said when he announced the identity theft thing, he said he was paying people to investigate it. To investigate. Now, to fix it is different from investigating. So, are you paying someone to investigate it, or are you paying someone to fix it? Because the other thing is that the argument could also be that someone could be offering, hey, I'll fix the identity theft thing if you pay me for it to fix. I'll fix it for you. Otherwise, it's a thing you could do on your own. Maybe that's that kind of deal. Again, like, I'm not gonna pretend like I know. DSP, don't worry. I'm not pretending like I know. You don't have to yell at me or fuck my mom. Don't worry. I'm not making the claim. But I'm just saying, is there semantics here about this whole thing?
You don't. You're not here in my shoes putting up with this shit every day. I'm tired of the slander and defamation against me and everyone saying I'm a liar. Fuck you. You don't know anything. You're a dumb fucking kid living in your parents' fucking basement with no bills and no responsibility for yourself. Or you're some lucky snowflake who's been protected from real life and doesn't actually understand the repercussions when someone fucks with your livelihood every single fucking day like they do with mine. Okay?
Yeah, guys, you don't know how it is. Everyone's a snowflake. Nothing bad has happened to anyone else, okay? You're a fucking snowflake.
I'm done with it. I am in a bad situation now because of the crimes that happen against me. It's that simple. Now, I had to pay a big chunk of those legal fees at the end of October because if I didn't, I was going to get slapped with ridiculous amounts of interest and late fees and stuff, on top of the fact that for a month all my shit was fucked up because I had no money because of the identity theft. I was going to get slapped with ridiculous amounts of interest and late fees and stuff, on top of the fact that for a month all my shit was fucked up because I had no money because of the identity theft. Now I have these fees that I have to pay, and if I don't pay the legal fees, now again I get slapped with interest and shit. Okay?
So I think he told us before when he announced that he doesn't have the money to pay for the $1,500 bill, and he never got the money to pay that bill. But now he told us that he was able to pay the bill for the identity theft. So what?
So all that shit going on behind the scenes. On top of that, there's other shit going on too. Like I actually told you guys the other day. So I do this awesome Halloween marathon, right? The Halloween marathon is just, I made over $300 in, oh, the vacuum cleaner broke. What? Yeah, the motor must have gone because there was smoke and everything and it won't turn on now. And I'm like,
oh my god, guys. Appliances
seriously?
break.
Like,
oh my god.
You know?
I can't believe
wow, I just had a really long,
I can't believe an appliance broke. That never happens, guys. Appliances never ever break. That's why repair shops don't exist.
But very draining day entertaining my audience. And guess where the money is going from that stream? To buy a new vacuum cleaner. You know? But this is what I mean. Like, this shit just never lets up. And it's coming to the point where it's becoming so frustrating for me now. You know? It's just like, it never ends, man. It never fucking ends. It never ends. It's just endless. One thing happens, another thing happens, another thing happens, and they just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's fucking life, dude.
I just don't have the flexibility financially like I used to. There was a time when, oh, something like that happens, pull out your credit card. I don't have a credit card. Oh, something like that happens, go to your savings. I don't have savings. You know, I don't have anything. You know, this sucks.
He doesn't have savings, guys.
Seriously sucks. And I'm now in a situation because, and by the way, that's not everything. That's the main stuff that happened. That I wasn't expecting to get a $1,500 fucking legal bill at the end of October. I was expecting to get maybe a few $100s. I was like, oh, that'll be no problem. Then in addition to that, in October, there's other stuff that happens every quarter. Like I had to pay my quarterly state business and occupation tax, and that's a giant chunk of money that has to go. And basically, by the end of October, I'm broke. I have no money. Okay, so here I am. I'm in a situation. All right.
Wow, guys.
And
hardworking American.
Where we're heading into November. People want to see new games. I don't have money. Every dollar I'm making from the
and where was this concern when he bought YouTuber's Life 2? He was able to get that game, but guys, he doesn't have the money.
Streams is going towards bills. In fact, this is actually what I wanted to show you this morning. Okay?
Oh boy, what's he gonna show?
This is what I really want to show you. Alright? Because there's idiots out there who they say, Phil gets a giant payment from YouTube every month, man. He's just lying constantly and making shit up about money and everything. Here's my list of financial responsibilities every month. I write it out by hand. I probably should type it out. But I write it out by hand every month. And it's a giant checklist of every bill that I owe. Alright?
Okay.
And it's commonplace stuff.
Why does he write out all his bills that he owes? He has the bills in front of him. Okay.
It's my internet. Here, I'll read it to you. Here's my internet.
I like how he's using this to debunk that he gets a paycheck from YouTube. Dude, he gets paid for the views from all his videos. And from the memberships, super chats, tips, Patreon, and all this stuff, right? And then, but his rebuttal, guys, I have things to pay. Like, no shit. Everyone has bills to pay. Like, no one is saying he doesn't have bills to pay. No one is saying that he's not paying bills.
Condo dues, the electric bill, the garbage bill for the garbage guys that take the garbage away, other utilities like gas and water and stuff, my cell phone bill, my car insurance payment, my car payment, the mortgage on this house, the
car insurance and car payment. Well, like, oh no, I guess it's the registration. But that's like nothing. I mean, I don't think I have to pay. I think mine's like every. I would want to say a year, but I think it's more than that. Whatever.
Back tax payment that I owe to the feds every year because I didn't pay my taxes properly for several years because I couldn't afford it. The regular tax payment that I owe the government every single month because I own my own business and I have to pay them monthly for what I estimate I owe them in federal income tax. My health insurance payment.
You know what I'm thinking about?
Now
It's really stupid. They ask you to guess how much you'll make. Like, that's kind of really dumb to ask. This in general, any business to really, like, how much do you think you're gonna make in a month? It's like, I don't fucking know. And I guess the idea is that, like, you can overguess and then they'll give you back the money that you guessed. But it's like, why just not have one bill at the end of the quarter and say, hey, you made this amount, pay this, bye. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
These legal fees every month that I'm breaking up.
Fucking government.
In addition to other stuff. So, for example, there's other things, for example, that I have to, like, kind of spread out payment on. But this is my life every month. I sit down with this giant checklist of stuff. And whenever money comes in, like the YouTube payment comes in roughly around the 21st. Usually it's like between the 21st and 23rd of every month. The moment that money comes in.
This seems like a very roundabout way to pay your bills if you think about it. Alright, get all the bills. Write on a piece of paper. Look at the piece of paper. Get the money for these bills and all this. Like, why not just whatever?
Okay? The moment that money comes in, pay the mortgage, pay the taxes, pay the back taxes, pay the state taxes, pay the health insurance, it's gone. My October payment came in from YouTube and was immediately gone within like 4 days. It was gone. It went to every bill that I owed. Gone. And then on top of that, all the tips that I had made went and paid the legal fee, went and paid the health insurance, had to pay for a new vacuum. You know what I mean? So, gone. And this is my life. And this is what frustrates me, is we have a literal group of fucking scumbags out there.
Why are you focusing on the scumbags, Phil? You sound like Chicken Little, guys.
Okay? People still love the content. The feedback is still overwhelmingly... See that things are kind of dry and boring, and people are like, nah... We could spruce things up a bit every once in a while to do something silly or dumb. This is not the end of Phil and DSP gaming. This is not, you know, all this fun stuff. And I turn to my chat. Guy is falling. First, see me react to something like that. End of Phil streams. Oh no. And I'm looking. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, Phil. It's all like Chicken Little now. Jeez.
Who sit here and defame me every day and make shit up. Phil's blowing his money on DoorDash. Phil's blowing his money on mobile games. Phil's blowing his money on this and that. No, this is where my fucking money goes.
Now, I think I just figured out why he brought that piece of paper. Because the guy who like got into his bank account and all this stuff, he had all these spreadsheets and all this stuff about where, you know, about all those leaks about the bank documents and all that. And he's like, if I show them up, you know, a little table thing, they'll validate what I say, and it doesn't, because he just wrote on a piece of paper, like, just his basic ass bills that anyone pays. Like, everyone has bills to pay. People have bills to pay. I know, shocker. But it's like, he thinks this is like the greatest rebuttal. And it's like, oh, people say that I go to DoorDash. He has said many times in the past that he ordered out food every day, pretty much. And all this stuff, so of course we're gonna say DoorDash. And also, like, this is, again, I've said this before, the only way he can be mad about this is if he's really saying that someone had access to his bank account for, like, a year, which would be the dumbest thing to admit. Because that would imply he never checked his bank statements for a year. Like, you're not gonna check your bank account, buddy? I mean, it's like either you have to accept that he's a fucking dumbass that doesn't check his bank account, or he's lying. And you really have to think about that. Which one is better, I guess.
Goes to every month. All of these pre-established things that I owe, that's where my money goes every fucking month. Every single time a dollar comes in, it goes right back out the door. All right? I'm not sitting here on a pile of money. Oh, what can I blow it on today? No, I'm nickel and diming my way through life right now. I really am. Now, as I've told you guys, earlier this year, it wasn't like this. Earlier this year, I was in a better situation because I was making a good amount of money on Twitch. I was making a good amount of money with tips. Things were looking up. I told you, oh man, if things had kept going that way for the whole year, I would actually be able to start saving money again. I would have a savings account.
And he wonders why people call this the hardcore begging season.
For example, if my shower breaks, if I get hit with legal fees, if the fucking vacuum breaks, I would have a savings to draw upon to pay for that stuff so that I'm not now drawing upon my daily income to pay for it. I would have had that if Twitch didn't fucking screw me and kick me out of their partner program with no legal justification for it. They have still to this day will not respond. They don't care. They feel like they have no legal responsibility to show that I did anything wrong for the fact that they kicked me out of their fucking partner program. The day they kicked me out, my income went from up here to here. And I'm trying every month to get back.
Now, I think Piece of Peace? I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, if I got the name wrong. But he does like a video of like a month in review of DSP or whatever. He tallied up, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, that he's making as much as he did on Twitch now on YouTube. Like roughly. If not the same, maybe a little bit more. But he has caught up already. But DSP just really wants those 900 memberships, guys.
Up a little bit. Since I've become a full-time YouTube streamer, it's gone up a little bit more and a little bit more. And then all of a sudden in October, it went back down a little bit. Which sucks. You know, I was on an upward trend every month. Oh, I'm getting a little bit better, a little bit better. Oh, now it's back down again. So this is what I'm going through. Okay? Seriously. This is what I'm going through. I'm in this situation. And I got people coming to stream yelling at me, oh, why aren't you playing fucking Metroid Dread?
Because you kept dangling it. He kept saying, I'm gonna play it, guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna play it. This fucking happy video, Happy Side Phil here, fucking said, oh, I really wish
I'm gonna time with a game that's enjoyable. This is a successful games and playthroughs. I'm not too worried about the future.
Gonna try again.
People need to stop that mentality. Man, no one's supporting Phil today. What's going on? Maybe I mentioned it a couple times on stream. Okay, it took YouTube a ridiculous amount. You see?
I gotta find it.
So, what I want to moderated for it. I just can't allow it because, okay, it was going to be stream. I don't even understand the on different efforts. You had a video editing team over here that could work on do random shit, and then software games. I was all crumbles because I'm that stupid. I'm playing Metroid Dread.
Here we go.
Literally early November. There's nothing going on. There's like
here we go. Early November. I'm gonna play Dread early November.
Where there's nothing until the release of Forza Horizon 5, which is November 9th. I'm playing Metroid Dread. Like I literally said I'm playing it. But people are still for some reason thinking I'm not. I am playing it.
They think I am playing it.
I didn't want to start like a 7th new release playthrough in October when I was still playing 5-6 games. I'm absolutely playing the game.
Absolutely. I'm absolutely going to play the game. But people are yelling at me about Metroid Dread. What fucking idiots.
When are you going to play Metroid Dread? Why aren't you playing Guardians? When are you going to play Guardians? When are you going to spend...
No, listen to this. This guy is like hollering, wailing around, being like, oh, this and that. This is the attitude he said people would have over the GTA collection. And he's playing GTA. Now, of course, it's Game Pass, guys. So, of course, he's not putting down any money on it. But people were begging for Dread. Literally months. Even before the game came out. Phil, are you going to play Dread? Are you going to play Dread? Are you going to play Dread? And then, like, the game comes out. I'm not playing it. And then he says, I'll play it later. And then he's like, oh, I don't have any money. Bitch, you could have bought it day fucking one. Because you had money at that point. You bought Far Cry 6. But, oh man, I gotta play these other boring-ass games. But now they're yelling at me for Metroid Dread? What fucking idiots. Guys, calm down. Maybe this is why they're yelling at you, Phil. Because they want you to buy it when there's no drama around. You noticed that, right? People are begging for him to buy a game when there's no drama around his streams. He doesn't buy it, and then, like, drama happens, and he's like, I don't have any money. It's like, you did when we asked, dumbass, and you didn't buy it!
more money. I don't have it. Okay? I don't fucking have it. I would have loved nothing better than this week to play either Metroid Dread or Guardians or both. I don't have it.
Now, why didn't he buy it? Now, this is what I don't understand, right? He said he was gonna plan on buying the game, on playing Metroid Dread. Why can't he just buy the game ahead of time and then play it later? Why does this dude do so many things so last minute? And back in the day with DSP, he at least would pre-order games. He would at least pre-order a game so he'd buy the game ahead of time. The last game he pre-ordered, I believe, was Final Fantasy Dissidia, and then he never played it. He owns the game, and he hasn't played it.
I'm sorry, this sucks. I don't want to sit here and talk about this, but this is my life. I don't have it because of all these circumstances that keep fucking coming up and screwing me over every month. Every time a dollar comes in, a dollar goes out. And then something comes up, I don't have the money for it, so I got to draw upon what I'm making daily. Now I don't have money to spend on anything. Tomorrow's my day off, okay? My day off for the week. I'm going to have to penny pinch the money that I have in order to afford what I do tomorrow, which is grocery shopping, having one meal out a week with my wife, getting supplies for Jasper, and other things for around the house that I can't just normally get at the grocery store. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight to even just do my weekly stuff. And I haven't been out for 7 fucking days. And most of that money that I earned over the last week is gone. On top of that, the last 2 days, like I said, it's been slow. And it sucks because
2 days it's been slow. In the positive side, Phil video, he said for 2 streams and so on were slow, but he was fine. It was cool. It's dandy. But this video, guys, I might have to sell a kidney now.
Do I expect people to come to every stream and be completely outpouring with support? No. You would hope that it could be a balance, but it just hasn't been a balance recently because of all this shit going on behind the scenes with me. It's screwing me over. It is. It's ridiculously screwing me over to the point where I just can't get it. I can't get back to square one anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't Square One be making $0 though?
It's not that I don't want to play new games with you guys. I want to. I can't. Now it's like, because remember before it was, well, I'm in the middle of too many other games. Can't play them. So now you're like, okay, well, you finished the games. Why aren't you playing the new ones? I can't afford it, man.
He summed up the fucking issue. Why not just buy the games ahead of time? Why didn't he just buy Dread ahead of time and then play it later? It just makes no sense. It's like he thinks I have to play the game that I buy. Like that moment. Like, come on.
Like right now, so here's the situation I'm in. This is me, real talk. Right now, what's going on with me? Tomorrow is my day off. I need money for my day off. I should be okay, all right? I have no idea what I'm going to make today on streams at all. Every day it's different. I have no idea what I'm going to make on Visage and Lost Judgment today. It could be great. It could be terrible. I have no idea, okay? Tomorrow is my day off. There goes a bunch of money. There's nothing I can do about it. I gotta buy shit for the house.
And again, I said this in every DSP video. The only reason why people are so invested with his money and his spending habits and all this stuff is because he makes it our business. He keeps talking about it, and it's hard also now for him to not talk about it because then it sounds fishy. Like he set himself up to be in this position that he's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And it's like, at some point, he has to stop caring what others think. Come on.
This week, okay, over the weekend, I have to raise, no exaggeration, $800 over the weekend. Because the middle of next week, I have to pay my internet bills and my condo dues. They amount to about $800.
$800. Let's do a bonus field trip. Let's go to DSP Gaming. Let's see. This could be great. This could be bad. Let's see. This was what? November 3rd. So Let's see. November 5th. So, okay, so I'll start from here.
Again.
Man, this is bringing me back to that one video I did where I tallied up all his income at one time. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, my good. I'm sure there's junk paper here I could use. Here we go. Alright. So, stream 1. Okay, actually, you know what? I'll do 11, 3, 1, 86. Oh, wait, no, this should be technically the 3rd as well because it's Lost Judgment. 58. Oh, now I lost track where it was. Oh, okay, no, now I figured it out. Let's see. This is 11, 4th, 249.
All right. Heading
105. And then 122. What the fuck is this video? Big update regarding my oh, okay. Nice. Okay. So over the weekend. So I would say I'll give him to the 9th. Oh shit. 5. I did this one, right? Yeah. I had to. I think I did. Then we're on here. 150. So he needs 800. So let's just tally up what he has, what I have now. Of course. The calculator fell, dude. It's bullshit. I'll just use my phone. Like a normal person. Plus 249 plus 105, 122, 150. Oh! He made $870 by November 7th. November 7th, he made $870. Total, right? Now he said he needs 800 for what, the weekend? And this was November 7th. November 7th, if I remember correctly, is a Sunday. So he got $800. He got the money he wanted.
over the weekend. Day off. When I come back this week, okay, over the weekend, I have to raise no exaggeration, $800.
And I said this at the time as well, 800 is nothing for him. He can make that easily. And it's really silly. He's like, I need to make $800. It's very easy for him to make $800. That's like chump change. And he's freaking out over $800. This dude has had bigger amounts to make before, and he's freaking out over $800. Okay.
Over the weekend. Because the middle of next week, I have to pay
and
my...
what's even funnier about this, so he says 800, right? He gets 870 throughout that weekend. And then he says, wait, I have enough for the internet bill, but I don't have enough for this other bill that's coming up. And then what's funny is that 2 other bills popped up out of nowhere, too. He only said the internet bill and the,
internet bills and my condo due.
Yeah, internet bills and condo due. He paid the internet bill. Then he said, like, oh, no, maybe he did just say the condo due. Well, regardless, he made 870. More. Plus, by the way, he made more than 870. I mean, as I said, the last date I got it from was November 7th. November 7th was the last known date of him getting 870. So he made more than that by the time of this day off. And he's saying, guys, I need money. I need to make $800. He made over that in a weekend. But, so, what was the point of this? Sounds like drama bait to me.
They amount to about $800. And I'm not going to have any excess money left over from this week to go towards that. You know? So in like 3-4 days, well, I guess 5 days, I have to... oh, by the way, Wednesday of next week is my day off. It's the only day off of the week that my wife and I can schedule together. I have to have money for that day too. So you see my predicament?
See my
In the
predicament?
next few days, I'm supposed to raise $800 plus money for my day off.
Which he did.
To pay everything.
He literally did.
Phil, why don't you go buy Guardians of the Galaxy?
He literally did make that much money and more.
Why aren't you buying Metroid Dread and playing them? This is why. I don't have the flexibility I used to have anymore. I don't.
And what's funny is that like, if you bring this up, I guarantee he's gonna say, yeah, I made $800, but that money went to other bills. You see what happens? So like, he says he needs 800 by the weekend. You say, well, Phil, I looked at the tips you made $800. Then he says, oh, you don't know about the fees and the processing and all this other stuff. But you made this money by Sunday. And I don't even think I even calculated Sunday night either, by the way. He made $870. More. Like that's like the minimum that I fucking counted. And then he's gonna tell you, well, that money went to bills, guys. You know, I that money didn't go just to that. I didn't have to just pay the internet bill. So then why do you only say you have 2 bills to pay, dumbass? Could it be because you want to fucking milk your audience? It's so insane that you could do this shit with him, and then like he'll get mad at you for counting. Like, Phil, if you really want to sell $800, then you need to understand people can count your tip totals and say, hey, you got 870 by Sunday, so you should be good. Because what's funny about this is that Monday, November 8th, he said he has enough just for the internet bill. But here he says 800 for both. He made 870 by Sunday. So what other bill popped up that we are not supposed to know? See how stupid this fucker is about half the things he tells us, that he contradicts himself anyway? It's like he really forgets what he tells his audience.
There was a time when I was single. I lived in Connecticut. I had 0 expenses besides the basic things. I didn't have shit. I didn't have this. I didn't have people fucking. Now
he brings up that list, but back then when he was in Connecticut, he had to pay dues. He had to pay bills. Like, is he admitting that his parents were paying for his bills for that apartment? Like, because he read that, he's like, oh, this is for the condo dues. This is for this. This is for that. These are bills that he should be paying because he had the internet in 2010. He had plumbing in his house. He had electricity in his house or condo. Like, these were things he had to pay for. So, okay.
With my financials and my identity costing me thousands of dollars to fucking fix and freezing all my accounts and putting me in debt because now I have late fees and shit with all these companies because I couldn't pay on time. You know? Like, all this shit going on.
This story has fallen
like
apart.
So
like everything else with DSP, his drama ages like milk. Like, it's so fucking dumb. He says this, and immediately by November 7th, this whole thing gets thrown out the window. And then you wonder, well, how did $870+ not cover both those expenses? I don't know. That's a good question.
flexibility to go out and in 1 week I could buy.
But guys, he doesn't spend money on DoorDash. But somehow $870 he got wasn't enough. But he doesn't spend money on DoorDash. Okay.
Fucking new games, 3 of which were terrible games, and I would rush through the games and beat them all and trade them in and buy 5 new games the next week and all of that. I just don't have that anymore. I wish I did. No, really, I wish I did. Someone just said to me yesterday,
had that.
Phil, are you going to play Call of Duty Vanguard? No, I'm really not interested in it. I played the beta and I thought it sucked. And someone said, well, what if someone buys it for you? Would you play it then? Yeah.
This is another narrative that falls apart on and off. He doesn't remember which one he wants to go with. He says, oh, I'm not interested in Vanguard, not going to play it, I'm going to skip it. Okay, hey, can I gift it to you? I could buy the game for you and you can play it. Well, yeah, I'll play it. I'm not going to promise you a long time playthrough, but I'll play it. And then he says, oh, don't buy the game for me. I don't want to play that game at all. And then right after that, okay, yeah, if you give it to me, I'll play it. So he doesn't really know what he wants with that.
If you're going to buy it for me, I'm not going to commit to playing it long term, but I'll at least play it a few sessions and see if it's any good. But I'm not going to drop my own money on it when I wasn't liking the beta. Immediately when I say that on the pre-stream, there's slanderous videos. Phil will only play any games if his fans buy them for him. He won't spend any of his own money. See what I mean? See about him? What the fuck? It's not. How is it a negative to say I'm not going to spend money on a game that I played the beta of and I'm not enjoying? How is that a negative?
He misses the point. The reason why people brought that up. Oh, well, you know what? For me, I should say, I think it's kind of shitty that he says that, oh, the game's gonna be shitty and a waste of time. I'm not gonna buy it. But he is okay with his audience wasting their money to buy the game for him to maybe not play. Like that's what I think people were criticizing. Not that he was asking for a game for free or he'd play a game if it was gifted to him. It was more that he wasn't gonna play the game because he thinks it's a waste of money, but he'd be okay with his fans wasting their money to buy the game for him. But okay.
That's a fucking logical thing to do. If you tried out a game, you didn't like it, why buy it, right? If someone's gonna buy it on my behalf because they're really desperate to see me try it, that's different. But why the fuck would I spend my hard-earned money on a game that I know sucks?
Wow.
Right?
Great way to frame your fans, DSP.
Anyway, let me put this paper back because it's important. This is literally everything I owe every month, and I gotta go put this over here so I don't lose it.
Why does he have a piece of paper? They mail you... Whatever.
Okay.
Maybe it is all digital.
So, folks.
It's all auto-pay. He fell for the auto-pay scheme.
Is because when I see people coming on the streams and literally like slandering and defaming me and saying, oh, Phil just doesn't want to... I don't know. He's missing opportunities because he should be playing the new games. I want to. I can't.
Then why didn't you buy Dread when you had the money? He had the money for Dread, didn't buy it, and it's like, guys, I don't have money for Dread. I can't play it yet.
Okay? I want to and I can't. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pay my bills next week. I don't know. It may be I have to not pay certain bills and then face late fees and issues and have to pay them after the fact. I don't know. And the fact that I've now had 2 consistently slow support days, streams where I've made like $20, $30 a stream. You know, what am I supposed to do? I can't drop money on new games. Now, I talked about this on the pre-stream yesterday, okay? And I'll say it again. If someone is interested in helping me behind the scenes, maybe you want to donate some credits to PlayStation Network, or some credits to Xbox Live, or some credits to Nintendo. I mean, if you want me to play Metroid Dread, right? And of course the Pokemon game that's coming up later this month, Nintendo Online Store credits, all right?
Now, I guarantee you, if you gave him the Nintendo credits in hopes he'd play Dread, that's going to Pokemon, buddy. Because he loves that naming scheme he has going.
Help me tremendously right now. Really. That would help me tremendously because it would give me flexibility to do whatever. In fact, I'll tell you this right now, okay? Okay, enough of this.
Enough of this.
I'm not entertaining dumb questions anymore. I'm just not. When I get dumb questions, why don't you get a second job? Fuck off. No, really, fuck off. You're out of here.
Fuck
Phil,
off.
I don't understand, Phil.
Why don't you get a second job, dude? So stupid.
Phil, you work 6 days a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's much more successful to do a job and then be like, guys, I don't have any money to pay the bills. Like, okay.
Week full time. You just streamed 7 straight days full time. Why don't you get a second job? Fuck off. You're gone. Don't come back.
Does he think that all these people who stream don't have another job?
I swear to God, people are so fucking stupid. Anyway,
like
so all this being said, yes,
that's like going like, dude, Frank Howley who streams on Twitch. Do you think that's all he does? Like, you think that's his job to stream on Twitch? I mean, he does other things. He has other jobs. He does videos for NoClip. He worked on, I think he did some of the work in the Death's Door documentary. So, but yeah, he totally does Twitch only, guys.
If I can tell you this right now, if I were to receive some gifted credits for, say, Xbox Live, or I guess PlayStation Network, I guess it doesn't really matter. Although personally, I've preferred playing games recently on Xbox Live. I have. I like playing on my Xbox Series X. I like this controller. I like that I get.
This dude, man, he's asking for people to give him money. He's like, guys, if you are gonna buy it from me, I would prefer this console, not the console you want to support. So, give me the console that I want. This dude is such a child.
Surround sound. So that I would prefer if you were gonna pick. Oh, gee, I'd like to get Phil credits.
Such a surround sound fucking snob.
I prefer Xbox Live, but I'm not gonna be a picky chooser here. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. If people want to gift me some stuff so I can easily buy games over the next month and take some pressure off, that would help tremendously. Yes, absolutely. And like I said, definitely with Nintendo Online for Metroid Dread and for Pokemon coming up, that's what I would definitely need for that. So I would say either PlayStation Network or Xbox Live credits or Nintendo Online credits. That would help me tremendously in November. Because then I would, okay, I already got Forza on Game Pass, so I don't have to worry about that. And if I could cover the rest of the stuff for the rest of the month, I'm like, okay, now all my money that comes in, I can focus on the essentials, the bills I need to pay and everything, and not worry about, now I can't even afford games for the streams and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense, okay? I hope that makes sense. But it's incredibly stressful and frustrating to me.
But you know what's funny? I just realized, he says he needs 800 for these bills. But in the summer, when he did those marathons, he needed, like, what? Like 1,300 or 1,500 or whatever for these same bills. Kind of funny.
Literally trying to just scrape by to make ends meet right now because of all the shit that's going on in my life. And I got people on the internet completely lying and slandering me, saying that, oh, Phil's lying and doesn't know what he's talking about and he's making shit up. And then on top of that, I got people coming to my stream saying, oh, well, I'm not entertained by Visage. It's just another horror game. He should be playing Metroid Dread. Yeah, I don't have the fucking money for Metroid Dread.
Yeah, well, why are you getting mad at these people then? Like, that's kind of shitty. Someone comes and says, oh, he should be playing Metroid Dread. Oh my god, I can't afford it, dumbass! Like, wow, this dude is very positive.
I wish. I fucking wish.
Fucking wishes, guys.
Are there certain games we can buy for you, or you decide what it goes to? Says Nealter. You can't buy games.
Bruh, he literally just said what he wants. And he's like, oh,
they don't do that anymore. There's no such thing as, oh, I bought a digital code and I sent you the code and it downloads the game. They did away with that.
No, only Sony did. Sony was the only one that did away with it.
Now it's just the credits. You could buy codes that you redeem for.
By the way, he should be happy he has an Xbox Series X because Amazon is fucking scummy with this shit. Don't ever buy a digital code from fucking Amazon. They're trash about it. You buy a digital code from Amazon, they'll give you the Series X version, and that's all it'll give you. The code will not work on Xbox One. You can redeem it, but it'll only give you one version of the game. It's a fucking scam. Fuck you, Amazon. Ate my fucking money. Now, let me tell you guys, since that happened, okay, that put me down to 0. Now I'm behind on Ram bills. He needs money too, you know. Ram.
Works. It sucks. I used to actually like that when people could send me a code. Oh, now you own the game. In fact, I remember the last Forza, that's exactly what happened. Someone sent me a code. I put it in. It gave me the full game and the season pass and everything. I was like, oh, that's cool. You can't even do that anymore. Now it's all just tied generically to the credits, I guess. Give me Xbox credits. I'll buy Guardians of the Galaxy. I'll pay for GTA Collection. And then what else is coming up this month? Battlefield, right? So I'll pay for Battlefield with that. You know, that's what it's going to go to. If you give me PlayStation credits, I mean, I'll be honest here. Probably I'll get Guardians with it. I don't know if I want to get GTA Trilogy on the PlayStation 5 because number one, what they said is remaster. Maybe it wouldn't. Yeah, maybe it actually wouldn't at all, right?
Why would he need surround sound for fucking GTA? Why is anyone? Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. Anyway, guys. Oh, Zen Shuriken says, what if someone says use this for Call of Duty? Then I would do that. Like someone right now, if someone sent me some credits and said, Phil, I really want.
This is really giving me DJ Aruna vibes. DJ Aruna tipped giving Phil money to have him play Untitled Goose Game, and then that went out the window real quick.
I want to see you play Call of Duty on Friday. Will you do it if I send you this code? Yes. I'll play Call of Duty on Friday. I'll probably just do the multiplayer, though. Like, I don't think that the campaign's going to be worth playing. I'll probably just mess with the multiplayer. But, yeah, if that's what people wanted, yeah, absolutely. But, again, the other thing, the caveat of that.
Caveat.
Don't just send me stuff and be like, oh, now use it for a game that we're not even talking about. Like, oh, I'm going to send you a code and play fucking Shin Megami Tensei. No, I didn't say I'm playing it.
Why is that why is it toxified? He mentioned he'd be interested in playing it, but now it's not. Now it's not interesting to play. Well, he's probably afraid that game's gonna kick his ass. I can see that.
I mean,
the Matador is pretty scary when you first see him.
These weird criteria. Now you're gonna force me to play games on my streams that I'm not even interested in playing now because you think you're just gonna send me the credits for it. That no, I'm definitely.
Oh, now you're not interested in.
Has to be a game that we're talking about and that we're interested in doing and everything this month. Okay.
Why not? You know what he should do now? This is something that even Frank did. I don't know if he still does it. I think he does, but I'm not sure. He had a suggestion box or whatever, and people could suggest games for him to play, and he can look at that, and then he'll get those games or whatever. There are sometimes people have bought him games for him to play, and he dropped what he was doing to play those games. He has done this shit before, but DSP can't do that because it has to be games that he wants to play. This is the problem I've had with him with his marathons. He always kind of steers everyone to the games that he wants them to play, and if it's not, he'll be passive-aggressive as fuck about it. Look at Divinity. He didn't want to do Divinity, and when people voted for it, he was being so passive-aggressive about it, and then he just got rid of it. Like, okay.
And here's the other thing, guys. This is what I've tried to convey, and people, I guess, have basically forgotten.
He should that's what he should do. He should just say fuck it and say, hey, if you're doing it a game, I'll play it. Fuck it. You should just do that. Screw it. What does he have to lose? He's not losing $60. He's only gaining money. Technically, right? Because someone bought the game for him. And people naturally tip anyway. So he has nothing to lose by doing that, by having people buy him games.
Forgotten about it. So I want to reconvey something, alright? The reason that the tips goals are what they are.
But then again, I guess it would belittle the viewer's choice.
Remember, the tips goals used to only be 100 per stream when I was on Twitch. The reason
But dude, you know what he should do then if he does that? Like, buy games for me to play or whatever? What he should do then is say, hey, if you want me to stop playing this game, send me like $50 and I'll play a game, something else or whatever. Oh man, he could do a whole money scheme.
Up those tips goals is to try to make up for the lost revenue that I had since I moved from Twitch to YouTube. I used to have 900 subs on Twitch. I used to have tons of cheers coming in constantly. And when I was removed from the Twitch Partner Program for no legitimate reason, I lost all of that. I had to uproot my entire following and bring it over here and put it down on YouTube. and a lot of people didn't come over. There's no gifted subs or memberships over here. There's a lot lost. I'm making way less monthly on YouTube than I was on Twitch. I just am. And I'm living with that, which is why I've tried to urge people, please tip, of how important it is. I just had 2 to 3 days here where it's like, you know, low income, you know? And there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that at all. I'm putting out entertaining streams. The attendance is good on the streams. People are telling me they like the streams. It just sucks. That's the nature of the beast when you're a content creator, is that you don't know what you're going to make. You just don't. One day could be outstanding and one day could be bad. And I've had a series of bad days this particular week. And it's like, now what's going to happen the next week? I don't even know. You guys are clamoring for me to play new games that I can't afford. By the way, I don't even know if I can afford my bills in the next week, you know? And that's the life I'm living right now. It sucks ass. Okay? So, it's this simple, guys. If you want to help out, please do. Whether that means you tip me today, or whether that means you can maybe send some digital codes my way for various networks. And again, anything would help. Whether it's Nintendo, Xbox Live, or PlayStation, we'll make it work, whatever it is. But understand, it's going to go towards the games I've already talked about, whether it's Metroid Dread and Pokemon, or whether it's going to be, now I'm having a brain fart. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, or the GTA Collection, or Battlefield later this month. These are the games that we're looking at for this month, okay? Now, something else I'm going to say, all right? Because I am getting frustrated with how people react to certain things. People right now are doing super chats. Thank you. Super chats help this channel in the long term. Super chat.
Wait.
All right? Because I am getting frustrated with how people react to certain things.
Frustrated.
People right now are doing super chats. Thank you. Super chats help this channel in the long term. Super chats, I will not get the benefit from until, like, at this point, if you're super chatting today, late December. Late December, I'll get some help from those super chats, and I appreciate that. All right? But I don't want to hear people now saying, oh, Phil's ungrateful because he got a bunch of super chats today and he's saying that he still needs help. Fuck you. No, really. Again, fuck you.
Fuck you. How dare you say I'm not grateful? I'm just telling them that they should tip me. Why, dumbass? Come on. You think that's being ungrateful? Jeez. I bet you also hate it when you give someone a cookie and they say, I don't want that cookie. I want this other cookie.
Because you know what I'm asking.
Like, dude, this is like, oh man, this was this one time I was at a friend's house and I was like, oh man, I want Malamars, and they had this brand that's not Malamars, it was a different kind, and I was like, oh no thanks, I want like the actual Malamars. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, it's not the actual brand, okay? Excuse me. It's like, oh well, I got a point. You got me there. But at least I was able to laugh at my stupidity about it. But DSP does this shit and does not have the self-awareness about it.
For help now, to pay for the games coming up now, to pay my bills coming up now, not things in December, things now.
Now,
you're not
now.
On this stream and being a dickhead to me and acting like I'm being ungrateful because someone's my bills too. No, really, from those super chats, and I appreciate that. All right, but I don't want to hear people now saying, oh, Phil's ungrateful because he got a bunch of super chats today and he's saying that he still needs help. Fuck you. No, now. Not things in December. Things now.
Now, what's really fucking stupid about this is that if DSP had this thought, this was a thing I criticized him for back when he was on Twitch, and this is what super chats are. Super chats and memberships are going to be memory hole money. That's going to be money he does not want you to focus on, because that's money that that he wants to be in the back of your head and not at all thinking about. Because if you add the amount of tips he makes in a month, and then the amount of tips or cheers he makes in a month, or super chats and memberships, he makes a big amount every month, which would then beg you to ask, so where does that money go? You know, if the tips goes to games and bills, where does the super chat money go? You're starting to see why, like more and more, you start to understand, you don't have to believe that he spent money on mobile games to believe that he has a bad spending habit, because we already counted that he made 870 by November 7th. And already, and by the 8th, he was saying, "Oh, guys, I need money for the house bills or the condo dues." But he said 800 was for the condo dues. He made 870 by the 7th, and now that's not enough for both. Okay, so where's the other 400 going then? Where is the money from the super chats he got uh last month? Where did that go? Why didn't that get saved? Oh, it went to spend money. Okay, so if that went to bills, where did the tips go that made after the fact? After that, all this stuff. And the more you start to ask these questions, the more you start to wonder how honest he is. And the only reason why you'd be asking these questions, if you're ever wondering why you're thinking about this, is because he makes it your problem. He does it. He made a pre-stream talking about how he needs help paying for things. So naturally, you're gonna start questioning about all these expenditures. If he doesn't want people to do all this stuff, then he shouldn't go into as much detail at all. And sure, you could say, "Well, I don't do this every day. I do this but I notice I have slow streams." That's no excuse. Don't bother, because it's still gonna make people ask questions. Just sit there and be like, if you want support, tip, super chat, membership. That's it. That's all you need to tell them and move on. Because again, he still has a Patreon. He still has that open. That's more money coming to him. So this whole thing is this clown world.
You're not helping by coming on this stream and being a dickhead to me and acting like I'm being ungrateful because someone's doing a super chat. No, I'm very grateful. The super chats help.
And then what's funny is that now that he's playing all these licensed games, he's now okay with super chats. That's really funny. He says this about super chats on the 3rd, like, "Oh, I need help now. Now. The second he plays Guardians on the 8th, well, guys, if you want a super chat or membership, that's great." It's really like he kind of started to walk back this attitude he had about people super chatting and wanted to put more emphasis on it now. This is all bullshit. DSP is nothing but big bullshit, big time.
Help, but they don't help me now. This isn't going to help me get through the next few weeks to month. It's going to help me next month. So stop with the bullshit coming in here and acting like I'm ungrateful when the problem is now, not a month and a half from now. You know, but this is how.
And actually, you know, if you think about it, it's even worse, because when he was on Twitch, he had credit. He had credit cards, so he could have just done this little like, oh, the cheers can go into the credit card payments, whatever. But with this, why can't Kat chip in and then he could pay her back with the YouTube money? Does like I'm sorry, but does DSP really want us to believe that that Kat doesn't help at all? Like, does he think that's a better way to look at it? I mean, that's kind of
people are. They want to do everything
weird.
that they possibly can do to be dickheads to me, to just basically fucking be nasty to me, and I'm just tired of it. You know, I'm here struggling. I am. I'm
He's
here
struggling.
struggling, doing my best every day to hold my shit together and put out fun and entertaining streams for you guys, and not letting this shit seep through onto the streams. You know,
this isn't
I don't
seeping
want to talk
through.
about every day. Oh my god, it really killed me last week when I got a $1,500 bill, and now it's lingering on my head because I only paid a third of it.
He literally did a video about it though. He did a whole video talking about it, and he's like, oh man, I didn't linger on it. You did a video on it.
And there's still more I have to pay every month now moving forward. And
he talked about this in every pre-stream. What world is he living on?
Fees, and by the way, I don't even have enough money to make my fucking bills paid this week. Oh, by the way, I just had 2 slow days. This is all the shit that's going through my head when I'm sitting here trying to entertain you guys, you know? It's fucked up.
But he has done that. He has literally done that.
It is. It's fucked up. And, you know. It's just... I don't even know what else to say because I'm just tired of people being dicks to me. That's the bottom line. It would be one thing if, like, okay, so we're all chilling, we're having a good time on the streams, right? But no, you have to have the dickhead who comes on the stream. Why aren't you playing Metroid Dread? Why aren't you playing Guardians? Why aren't you playing this? Why aren't you playing that? Like, you want to talk about being fucking so out of touch with fucking reality, right? Seriously. You want to be so fucking out of touch with reality. It blows my mind. It does. It blows my fucking mind. How people are just like complete and utter dicks to me about this shit, you know? And it's just, they're out of control. And again, the moronic conspiracy theorists, completely moronic shit that they say is insanely nonsensical stuff. Phil, you only have $5,000 in bills a month. Really? That's what you think? I can tell you right now, between my mortgage and my taxes, just those 2 payments a month is more than $5,000 a month. Just my mortgage and my taxes alone, I'm paying more than $5,000 a month. You're a moron. Really. If you want to sit here and you want to be a part of this dumb fuck conspiracy theory cult on the internet about me, you are brain dead stupid. Really.
Brain dead
You
stupid.
are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. You don't know anything. You literally have your heads so far up each other's fucking asses that you don't want to live in the real world. And one day you're going to become an adult. Really, one day. You're going to be forced to, whether you like it or not. One day you're going to grow up and you're going to become an adult. All right? And you're going to have to deal with reality of how shit happens when you're an adult. That you have all these responsibilities constantly. And it's, all this is on you, on your shoulders. And you have to deal with things day in, day out, stressful things that come up that you don't expect. And now on top of that, in my life, not only do I have all the regular responsibilities of a normal adult, I have to deal with scumbags on the internet who want to fuck with my life all the time. Constantly trying to ruin things left and right. Fucking with me. Really trying to fuck. Seriously. And it's like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah, your mind?
Are you out of your fucking mind? And I'm supposed to sit here and just take the abuse, right? I'm supposed to just sit here and take the abuse every day. I'll just brush it off, it's fine, right? No. Fuck you.
This dude thinks that everyone lives like a peaceful life. There's no struggle. No one has a hardship at all. Like, people suffer every day. People have like, life is hard. Life isn't easy for anyone unless you're a fucking billionaire. But people like struggle every day, and he thinks that he's such a special. He thinks he's a special snowflake for having this hardship thrown onto him. But that's everyone. There's always hardship somewhere. People have a hard time as it is. And some people try to get by, some people try to make it out. You know, all this stuff. It's so tiresome to get into it because he has such a hard on being a victim.
Enough of it. You get to your breaking point. I'm trying to be here and be entertaining and being fun. And, you know, I'm just trying to have a good time with all of you. That's all it's about. All I want to do is sit here and have a good time with games every day with my viewing audience. That's what I do this for. This, in a lot of ways, these streams are relaxing to me. These streams are, in a way, they release me from the stress and everything. You know what I mean? I like that. I come and I get to forget about the stress of this shit and just, you know, go into games and have good fun with games and chill with you guys. I love the conversations we have on the streams. They allow me to have fun interactions, and we talk and we learn, and, you know, it's great. It absolutely is great. I don't need to fucking be here on the stream, all right, and have people come in here being disgusting to me constantly, sneak dissing and fucking behind, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. They do this on purpose to try to have it build up and stress me out. And I've had it. I just want to have a good...
This guy has kept Snowcarl around for so long, and Snowcarl's been doing nothing but that since he was on Twitch. What's funny to me is that Snowcarl got banned immediately when he was on Twitch because he said Tifo was hot or whatever. And that was the legacy Snowcarl had. He got him back in, and then he started being Snowcarl.
Time on my streams at this point, you know? I don't want to have this fucking abuse. I'm tired of it. And I have to put up with it every day, you know? Oh, see, Phil is out of touch with his audience because he won't play Metroid Dread and he won't play Guardians of the Galaxy. I would love to drop everything right now and play them. I mean, I wouldn't drop Visage because it's a really good game. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if that was the case, I would play either one instead of Condemned Criminal Origins. Do you think that out of nowhere I just decided I want to play Condemned Criminal Origins, a game from 100 years ago? No. It's because I have nothing else I can do. I have no money. You know what I mean?
And now that he got Guardians, he's like, well, why would I play why would I play Condemned? You know? I only wanted to play that because there was nothing else going on. Now I'm playing Guardians.
So yeah, that's the situation I'm in. And I seriously hope that you guys will understand, or at least try to understand, the situation that I'm in and where I'm coming from. Alright? Like, really, like, it's so frustrating to me trying to balance my life with all this financial shit and then the streams and everything. And I gotta have scumbags coming to stream and being nasty to me every day. Alright? And sometimes you gotta say good riddance to bad rubbish, because I've seen a couple people are basically like exploding in the stream chat. People who, oh, they pretend like they support me, they pretend like they're positive, and they're not. They're shitheads. They sit here and they sneak this and they say underhanded things. They try to literally bring up either detractor memes or literal drama shit.
So why aren't they banned?
They do it on purpose.
If they bring now, this guy says this, but he has said in the past many times that, oh, no, detractor memes are not allowed. None of that, please. That's a bannable offense. But he keeps all these people around that makes detractor references. This makes a lot of sense.
So that they can try to derail the shit that I'm doing on my streams, you know? And it just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun, man. I really just want to fucking have fun. That's it. That's all I want to do is have fun with you guys. And not put up with all your nonsense. This fucking garbage that these people do when they come in, man. Haha, seriously. Swaggins can't even eat a Subway sandwich right now.
Oh,
he can't.
Swag.
He's trying. He's trying so hard to eat a delicious Subway sandwich, and he can't. Because people are such scumbags.
Man, it's really hard to like... Swaggins is such a pathetic person. He fucking leaves the community, makes a big stink about it, and then crawls back to being a mod after saying he'd never be a mod again. And now he's stuck in the cock of the piggy.
Unreal.
Unreal, dude.
Actually, by the way, you shouldn't be eating a Subway sandwich. You should go get something better. How dare you eat a disgusting Subway sandwich, Swaggins? That's a terrible choice. It's an absolutely terrible choice. Okay. Anyway. Now. In a nutshell, because I don't want to talk about this all day. If you want to help me out right now, there's several ways you can help me out. Here are the real ways you can help me out right now in the short term. Tip me, because if you tip me, that's money I could use to pay bills, or it's money that I can use to buy a game, or donate some kind of credits to one of the gaming networks, whether it's Nintendo Online, which would be for Metroid Dread and or Pokemon, whether it's Xbox Live or PSN, which would obviously be upcoming for Guardians and for the GTA Trilogy, and then later this month Battlefield, and anything else that comes up this month, because I'm sure what happens is there's always a few things that kind of pop up during the course of a month, okay? That's what you can do to help, all right? That is what you can do to help. Coming onto the stream and saying shit, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Phil just doesn't, he's not in line with the viewers and fans, and he's not playing the games we want. He should be playing Guardians and fucking Metroid Dread right now. That's not productive. That doesn't help. That just means that you're a shithead. Really. Because now that I've told you the situation I'm in, that just makes you an entitled shithead. To come on here, and basically what you're doing is you're saying, I don't respect Phil as a person or a content creator. I just want to come on here and I want to make him feel bad.
Why does he, like, toxify that so much? Just say, look, if you tell me to play Metroid Dread and I'm not playing it and I can't, after I told you I can't afford it, I don't know what else to tell you. Why not just say that? Why does he have to say, well, you see this, you're clearly a fucking asshole that don't like me and say that I'm wasting my time.
Constantly by saying shit because he knows he wants to play those games and he can't, so let me be a dickhead to him, alright? So, if you say that shit, you're out of here. And I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm just not, I'm too nice is what it is. I'm too nice of a person, and I let people come on here and sneak diss and come on and reference detractor shit all the time. Fucking Snow Carl has been doing it for how many months? And I'm just trying to be a nice guy and everything. You know, I'm trying to be a nice guy.
This dude has kept Snow Curl around because he gives them $1 every day. And as I said before, he keeps these people around. Like, you can definitely tell when he sees someone and he knows they'll be tipping daily, he'll keep them on the hook until he has enough of them. And Snow Curl outlived his usefulness to him. He's like, yeah, I got enough dollars from him. I can burn him. Get him out of here. I'm done. But then there'll be another one to come up, and he'll keep him on the hook for a while, and he'll become a meme in his chat, and everyone's gonna love him, and then one day he's gonna say, well, I'm done with him too, ban him, next one, repeat the process every day.
And how many times can I put up with that? You know? If that was the real one, I'm assuming it's the real one, people are saying it's the real one. But you see, I'm just too nice of a fucking guy, where I let people throw these barbs at me. People tell me all the time, actually, that other streamers don't put up with that shit. oh, you know, you go on there, you get instant banned if you try to say anything like that. I try to maintain a nice chill atmosphere on.
Chill atmosphere. But Phil, you just said pretty much the reason why these people get instantly banned is because they just seek attention. It's not chill to keep these people around because these people will just fucking steal the attention away from you, and they'll run wild in the chat. Snow Carl has successfully ran his chat for months, and DSP like kept around because he wants to be the nice guy. See, this is the problem. He gets a hard on. I've said this so many times, but he just loves. He like it. I think it's like the Messiah complex, pretty much. Like he wants to be this guy that's like, oh, I'm so kind. Look how kind I am. I let everyone stay here. Oh, look at me. Oh, that guy did something mean to me. See, I'm being a nice guy. He's being mean to me. He loves giving that facade, but he should have banned this guy months ago because he broke the rules.
On my stream so that everyone is welcome and everyone can have a good time. That's my intention on my streams, you see? But if these people are going to be like this, I can't have it. You know, I'm not gonna have people abusing me constantly on my streams. So, you know, I have to say if that was the real Snow Carl, that's unfortunate. But man, what a fucking idiot. You know, obviously he didn't want to be here to begin with.
This is a fun little segment here. That was the real him. What a fucking idiot.
Just to do this, like I said, the sneak dissing and the stupid shit every day anyway. So, what a moron.
What a moron.
Yeah, Zen Shuriken, here's the thing. He says Phil's pretty lenient on sneak dissing. I personally, okay.
Yes?
Oh, was it a fake Snow Carl? If it was, I'm glad to hear that.
What a fucking idiot. That was a fake Snow Carl? I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank God that's not him.
Because if that was the real Snow Carl, that's actually very unfortunate. Because I don't, you know, Snow Carl, Snow Carl tends to...
Look at the fucking tone. It went from, what a fucking idiot. Oh, he is stupid. That's the real one? Oh, well, you see, Snow Carl, look, he sometimes hangs out with the bad influence. He's into light trolling. He's an innocent guy. It's the shit like the mom, that mom that has a son that's like a criminal or whatever, that doesn't want to admit that her son is a criminal or whatever, like that kind of thing. That's the way he's acting. This dude keeps assuring us he doesn't want kids, but he talks to Jasper like he's a child. He talks to Chet like they're children, but he doesn't want a child. Is that why he has like the teacher voice? Like, come on.
Get involved with stuff that he knows he shouldn't. And I talked to him about it, and like, dude, just lay off. Just lay off. And I hope that he will, because he has to understand that some of the stuff he brings up actually is harmful to me and my family, too. And I talked to him about it.
I talked to him. I tried to get him to stop taking the drugs, and he just keeps doing it. He's always with the bad crowd. That Jimmy, he keeps giving him the weed.
And like, dude, just lay off. Just lay off. And I hope that he will, because he has to understand that some of the stuff he brings up actually is harmful to me and my family, too. Some of the shit that he asks. So I don't know if that's really him or not. But I hope it's really not him. But if it is, it's a fucking shame. But anyway.
If it is him, fucking shame.
Oh, you think so? Swangus thinks it was the real one. That's just fucking unfortunate. And that guy...
This dude talks to the Snow Carl as if he was like a fucking fallen legend. Like, it's like listening to like, oh, Phil, the president got shot. Oh, man, it's a shame, man. Like, this is so fucking lame.
I don't know, man. All right. Anyway, that's the deal. And I don't want to talk about it anymore. Now I got it off my chest. Now you guys know the deal. If you want to help me the most right now, because things are hurting financially, please tip me today or send me via email some credits. Some people are saying, I guess digital codes still exist. To my knowledge, they don't. People were sending me codes for games years ago and said that they stopped doing it. They had to start sending me credit codes because the codes didn't exist anymore. If they exist, great. Whatever. That's like water under the bridge. Who cares? Why contradict me? If you want to help, help. You know? Don't forget about the contradictions, you know? Chicken Man says, Snow Carl never super chats. It's always tips. That is true. That is true. Okay. All right. Let's now get the shout outs. Because already, look, it's already noon. Let's get the shout outs, okay?
All right.
All right, so Nathan Smith did a very generous super chat, and I appreciate that, Nathan. I really
But
do.
I
know
need
that's how you
need
contribute,
tips.
and thank you. That will help me long term. That's not going to help me at all with my short term problems, but that will definitely help me in the long term. So thank you for that. He says, "I hope this helps." And the message I sent yesterday was how Call of Duty Zombies looks like it's Hades. As in you choose what upgrades you want, and then when you die, you choose different ones, and it's not round based this year. Keep up the good work. That's weird. So they've completely redesigned zombies to be a different style of game. I see what you're saying. That's interesting. Thank you for the super chat very much, Nathan. Agility 1983 did a super chat and says, how about new stuff on Game Pass? Lots of variety. Oh, again, Agility, I'm sure there is. But the problem is people aren't asking for stuff on Game Pass. They're literally screaming.
In the positive side, Phil video. Oh, it's not here. But that one, he said, "Oh well, you know, if I there's no, how am I supposed to know what indie games that I should be playing, etc., etc." But it's like, why not check out Game Pass then? Someone says that. Well, no one's telling me what games to check out on Game Pass. You have Game Pass. Why do you need people to tell them? And people were telling him to play Code Vein, which is on Game Pass. So why not do Code Vein?
At me, why didn't you play Metroid Dread? Why didn't you play Guardians? Why won't you play them? Why do you keep avoiding them? I don't think that playing anything on Game Pass randomly is going to appease people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want the whatever's new or hot, and I missed 2 games in October. Admittedly, Guardians was one that went right under my nose because no one knew it was going to be good.
But then why did you defer to doing Visage and Condemned Criminal Origin instead of just doing Game Pass stuff?
I would love to play them, but I can't right now because of the situation, you know? This was just a troll that got banned. So here we go. Bill Hicks Resurrected did a super chat and claims, if you go to Amazon.com and you type in Metroid Dread game code, it'll bring you to a place where you can buy the digital. Just a troll that got banned. So here we go. Bill Hicks.
I love that this guy got like toxified for no reason.
Resurrected.
The dude said, "Oh, you get game codes." Oh well, but here he goes.
Super chat and claims, if you go to Amazon.com and you type in Metroid Dread game code, it'll bring you to a place where you can buy the digital code. Maybe that is the case for Nintendo. You may be right. I know, at least in the last few years, when I was getting everything on PlayStation, people were telling me that wasn't the case anymore. That they wanted to buy me game codes, they couldn't, so they had to send me the code to get the credit on the store, and I would have to get the games manually because apparently the game codes didn't work anymore. You couldn't directly just send someone a code to get a game. Maybe it's different on Nintendo Store, okay? Parasolo, thanks for the super chat. I don't care about No Nut November. I'm an adult. Just saying to the super chat and says, all the trolling is getting old. What's the point? The thing is, what it is they really want to break me down. They do at this point. Like, I'm an adult. Just saying to the super chat and says, all the trolling is getting old. What's the point? The thing is,
the trolling's getting old. What's the point? You still get the same reaction though. So
what it is they really want to break me down. They do at this point. Like, these idiots have tried absolutely everything. They really have. I mean, when you get to the point where you've committed crimes, multiple crimes against someone, whether it's...
But this dude has also said many times, "Oh, see how much of a loser they are. They are doing this, and they can't do anything right. They're so dumb." And then they do something. Oh wow, what the fuck is this?
Swatting, doxing, fucking, you know what I mean? Identity theft. They've done everything they can, and now it's what? Well, instead, let's fucking break down Phil psychologically instead, right? Let's make it so that now, let's make it make him feel like shit on every stream. Let's have a bunch of people come on his stream saying terrible things about his wife, saying terrible things about him, that he doesn't want to play the games, that he's out of touch with his audience. You know what I mean? Like, they're literally doing every possible thing, and you're right. It's like to the point where, you know, it's like, for me, it's like another drop in the river. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's another drop in the river. It's constant bad feelings and abuse. So to see it, it's like, but you know, what really frustrates me is when I have a month now, like, I really want to put out the best stuff for you guys in November. I do. I absolutely want to put out the absolute best content for you that I can, and I can't because of financial limitations, and then people have to be blatantly lying. blatantly fucking lying about me. And it's like, that's not going to fly anymore. I just can't. I have to say something about it. I know, because this kind of pre-stream is what they want, but it's what I have to do when I'm
He has to do it. He has to do his pre-stream. He has to.
I get to my fucking limit, and I have to respond at some point. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Bill Hicks did another super chat, so you can 100% buy digital game codes on Amazon. Again, if it's Nintendo, then maybe you're correct. I don't know about anything else. I really don't. I don't know about anything else.
You can't, like, look it up. It's very easy. Go to Amazon.com.
So the first tip of today is from your boy Bob, who tipped me $1.50. Thank you, your boy Bob, for getting the tipping started today. Let's get that on the leaderboard. And then Clementine took me $4.20, so one of the best. Thank you, Clementine. I wish I had seen that first, so I didn't. That was kind of a waste updating that leaderboard there. I appreciate the kind words and the support. Okay.
All right. Okay.
So we're starting off today with $5 of tips. All right.
He needs help now.
It would be great if we could hit the tips goals today. I mean it. Like today.
Hit that camera.
With everything going on. The fact that the last 2 days we didn't hit the tips. The last 2 days, this is all we hit. That's it. We didn't even hit a hat goal.
The past 2 days he hit the glasses goal. In the positive fill video, he only said that he didn't hit he didn't hit the first two, the first tier goal for 2 streams. But now, we didn't even see, now we only got the glasses, that's bad, for 2 days.
So I didn't even get to 2/3 of the amount of tips that I need to raise to basically make ends meet and afford my basic shit. Okay? That's the situation
Good thing
and then I got people screaming at me that I don't want to spend money on games. It's like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
You know? Like I said, next week I got a ton of bills to pay, and I got to put up with this psychological abuse of these fucking shitheads coming on here every day.
This is a wild video. Dude, it's insane.
So guys, hopefully things will go better today. All right? I'm about to get scared shitless with Visage. Okay? I know I am. Visage is going to scare the crap out of me. It has the last few days. The hospital is getting creepier. We got to dodge a bunch of faceless freaks and try to see where else the game takes us. There's actually a third story that we haven't even seen yet. A completely different third story coming up. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the third story of Visage. I hope you guys are too. Here's what's going to happen, though. I'm going to go on break, and a bunch of people are going to leave the stream, and that's okay. A lot of people just came here for drama this morning. They got their dose of drama. They got to see supposedly Snow Carl get banned for being a shithead. And now
he's a shithead. It might not be the real Snow Carl, but he's a shithead.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that. For those of you who are here to actually enjoy games and have fun with me today, welcome. You know, all the regulars, welcome. How you doing? I hope that you're ready for a normal day, because it's going to be a normal day. I'm not going to let this shit bother me. I'm not going to let this shit derail my streams all day. I got what I had to say off my chest. You guys know the deal now, right? You know what's going on with me. If you'd like to help, please, by all means, do. And let's see how today goes. Okay? All right, guys. So, let's take a break.
What a
wild
video.
Let's take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes.
This is what I was drawing, by the way.
A Visage on the stream. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Pretty cool, huh?
See you in a bit.
That's loose
right.
sketches. Loose doodles, if you will. So, yeah, it is wild that he did a positive video, and then he did a negative video. All right. We're going to do a little bonus. This is a little bonus segment, guys. Welcome to the bonus zone. We are going to watch him talk about SMT5. Guys, ready? Ready for this?
It'll be a tough decision. Do I play Tales of Arise? Do I play Shin Megami Tensei 5? What do I play? I don't know. Okay? But the reviews are out. And the reviews basically can't stop comparing the game to Persona 5. Now, it's the same. I guess it's supposed to be set at least in the same universe as Persona.
The same universe? I guess it's the same universe. No. Oh my god. Persona is just a spin-off of SMT. That's all it is. It's just a spin-off. It's not the same universe. They're completely different universes.
Persona 5, but definitely I guess the game is supposed to have a different style than Persona 5. But apparently everyone in the reviews is literally saying things like, well, it's a good game, but man, it's just not as good as Persona 5.
That's not what they said, though. That's not even what the reviews said. The reviews said that it Well, the one that he's talking about is IGN that said that it's like Persona 5 but doesn't have the heart, which is talking about the S-Link stuff. You're not doing any of that. It's strictly an RPG. It doesn't have the dating sim kind of bullshit, and that's all it said. And DSP is like, well, they said it's not as good as Persona 5. That's not what they said.
And people are like, well, it's not supposed to be Persona 5. You know, I don't know why people have to compare it to Persona 5 because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a different style of game. So I can see both sides of the fence on this one. Because
I'd probably be more in line with what to say, because yeah, I can understand why people who played Persona 5 who are playing SMT 5 because it's from the same developer and all that would compare the two. But you know, when I played SMT 3, like, I knew it was a vastly different game from Persona. That's what made it interesting to me. And yeah, it's like, yeah, it doesn't have the dating sim bullshit. It doesn't have any of this stuff. It's strictly an RPG. Like, you're strictly just going around this world and you're just doing shit. So I don't think it's necessarily fair to compare SMT to Persona. I think it's fair to compare it in the sense of you're explaining how you got into the franchise. Like, oh, I played Persona 5, and this is what I've seen in the game. SMT doesn't have this stuff, but it has this stuff from it, and it's interesting to see the difference and stuff like that. That makes sense. But I wouldn't say it should not go as far as to ruin an experience with the other. You know, those two experiences with these two games should not be like mixed. It should be like, hey, this is Persona, this is SMT, but you can compare them in the sense of like how you perceive them or whatever. I don't really think like I think referring to him as in a review and saying that and using it as a mark against a game or for a game against or for whichever one you want to look at it is irrelevant to me.
because I can see some people are pissed because this reminds me of like this reminds me of like, for example, when a game like Duke Nukem Forever comes out, or a game like Double Dragon Neon comes out. These games are designed to be something specific.
Yeah, and he hated those reviewers. He called people who review Duke Nukem Forever, oh, they're women and they don't understand anything. They're fucking stupid. Okay, why would you get a 20-something-year-old woman to review Duke Nukem Forever that's for men? What's that's so fucking stupid. And in Double Dragon, he kept complaining about Matt guy, I don't remember his name, for reviewing it, being, oh, he thinks it's an old game. What a fucking idiot. But then when people do that to SMT5 and they say the same thing, well, let's be fair to the reviewers, guys. Okay, DSP.
Okay, right? There's supposed to be something specific. Okay, Double Dragon Neon is literally a throwback to classic Double Dragon from the 1980s. It's supposed to retain those gameplay elements and feel like that style of game. Duke Nukem Forever was a game that took over a decade to release. By the time it came out, it was outdated, but the point was that it was supposed to play like Duke Nukem from the 1990s, and indeed it did. Now, by the way, I'm not saying in any way that those games I just described were great games. All I'm saying is, when you're reviewing a game, you have to review it in the frame of reference of the game you're playing. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is not supposed to be Persona. It's always been a separate franchise that has a darker tone to it. For example, in Persona, you're a bunch of teenagers. There's some teen angst and silly plot lines and things that tie in with this, and there's always this
Teen angst.
Like hope or that you're going to have a happy ending. Apparently, with Persona, you're a bunch of teenagers. There's some teen angst and silly plot lines and things that tie in with this, and there's always this feeling of like hope or that you're going to have a happy ending. Apparently, with
Persona 3 has the happiest ending. It's a very happy ending. Very happy.
Shin Megami Tensei, it's supposed to be like the world already ended. It's post-apocalyptic. Everything's fucked up. And it's a very darker, different, more serious style of plot. So when you get people...
It's not just the plot, though. That's not where the comparison ends. SFT is a legit JRPG. It only focuses on the RPG. You're going through dungeons. You're solving puzzles. You're doing battles. It's not at all like Persona, where you have dating sims, you have S-links, you have all this filler bullshit in it. Like, they're completely different games. like Persona gets more compared to a visual novel than an RPG. And if you've been watching the Game Club videos with Charles, Charles despises Persona 4 because he doesn't like that it's anime bullshit weeb game. He doesn't like the dungeon crawling. He doesn't think it's that good. Uh and all this stuff. Uh and I told him like you probably like SMT3 because it's mostly, if not at all, everything entirely focused on RPG stuff. Yeah, there's story, but it's also like this more catered to dungeon crawling and going through levels and fighting and all this stuff. There's a lot of things about it. It's not just the story.
Reviewing the game, say, "Ah, man, it just doesn't have the heart and soul of Persona 5." It's like, yeah, that's the point, though. You know, that's the point. Is that it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a darker setting, darker tone, different. It's a different franchise. It's not.
Again, like DSP must have read just the headline and called it a day, because the reason why they said it doesn't have the heart of Persona is because it doesn't have the data, the S links. It doesn't have like the downtime that you get with Persona. Persona, you have a lot of downtime. You can do stuff at the arcade. You can do all these things that you could just do. SMT doesn't have any of that because it's mostly just focused on RPG stuff. And DSP keeps saying, "Oh, well, focusing on the plot," and that's not it.
Persona 6, it's Shin Megami Tensei 5, and when reviewers don't get that, it's frustrating, okay?
And I like how condescending he is about this too. He was on a crusade against the guy who reviewed Double Dragon and Duke Nukem Forever. He hated those reviewers. But when people are generally upset about the people who are reviewing SMT5 or just making fun of them just because it's funny how the reviews about Persona 5, the most meme fucking game, how everyone says, "Oh, this is like Persona 5." He's like, "Look, I understand it's frustrating, but like, like this, it's like, come on, man."
But at the very same time, all right, I also can understand why reviewers say stuff like that, because Persona 5...
He did not understand why people reviewed Duke Nukem Forever and Double Dragon the way that they did. He hated those reviewers. Come on.
Arguably was one of the greatest JRPGs of all time.
Oh, well.
It looked like you were playing an interactive anime.
I mean, I like Persona 5, but I wouldn't say of all time. I mean, that's a little much. That's a little much to TBH.
It had an outstanding story. And when that resonates so much in the minds of gamers and reviewers, that's like the golden standard by which you're going to hold up all other JRPGs, you see? Even a game like Shin Megami Tensei 5 that is made by the same company, has references, and apparently is the same universe as Persona 5.
This is the dumbest fucking take of this review shit of SMT5. I just am floored. This dude acts as if he knows what the fuck SMT is, which he doesn't, because he hasn't played one. He thinks that the review only goes as far as just the story, which that's not true, because it goes into the S-Link and downtime nature of Persona, while SMT doesn't have any of that. And he's like saying, "Well, I understand it's frustrating, but look, they play this game, but they're different philosophies of games. They have nothing in common. The only thing they have in common is that the combat is turn-based, even though it's a little bit more different in SMT. And they have Jack Frost and the demons from Persona are party members in SMT. That's pretty much it. But everything else is different. There's no downtime or anything, and this dude is acting as if there is."
Not a Persona game, but how are you not supposed to draw comparisons when you say this is the gold standard? I compare everything else to it. And
maybe that's the problem. They shouldn't like. This is like a quote from Little Witch Academia. This is, some people might cringe, but there's a line in one episode that Ursula tells the headmistress or whatever that we shouldn't compare students to other students. They should compare them to themselves. And that is a great quote for any reason. I mean, it's kind of a meme to compare it to this, but we should really just be looking at games and comparing it to either just within the franchise itself, see how far it went or whatever, but we shouldn't compare to other genres or other games. It just isn't fair. Like, SMT5 should be like, I can understand comparing SMT5 to SMT4 or SMT3 or SMT2. Like, it might be more relevant to compare to SMT3 because that got a remaster recently. But and it should be noted, it's kind of weird that it got remastered within the year SMT5 comes out, so maybe there's like a link there. But regardless of that, it's so stupid to sit there and be like, well, they should compare it to the golden standard. Persona 5, as much as I like that game, I wouldn't say it's the golden standard. Like, I've not played enough JRPGs to really find what is the best one in that genre, because there isn't. There's no perfect game for each genre, because I feel like there's all these games in a genre that you can't really pick one out to be the best, because Persona 5 is the easiest Persona game. You know, I do say that there's a challenge to it in its own way, but it's still pretty easy. It's more accessible than the previous Persona games. Like, it's just not really fair, and SMT5 is not even trying to be that, so it's just stupid to compare to other games.
See if it's as good. So when these reviewers are playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 and they're like, well, I like it, it has lots of great elements, but it's not Persona 5 and it's not as good, and then people get all, oh, it's not supposed to be Persona 5. It's like, yeah, but I kind of understand.
I love that he's defending the reviewers over this, but if it's a game that he liked and he's playing, he would hate that reviewer. He would not like this review, but since it's a game he isn't playing, he doesn't have any interest in playing, he can have this great nuanced take that doesn't understand the take at all.
Understand where the reviewer is coming from. You've got a best-in-class example sitting right here that you just played a few years ago. All right? So why are you not going to reference that when you review games that are supposed to be of the same category?
Because it's not trying to be it. Why would you compare a game that doesn't have downtime to a game that has it?
So I don't, you know, I can see both sides. I can see the frustration. The game was not designed to be Persona 5, so why constantly say it's not Persona 5? It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be something different, and maybe if you saw it from that perspective, you like it more. Right? But then again, if Persona 5 is like your favorite JRPG of all time, obviously that's the gold standard you're going to compare all JRPGs to, so that makes sense. So I actually don't know.
So why is he praising Persona 5 then? He loves Persona 6, Final Fantasy 6. Why is he comparing that to Final Fantasy 6?
How really to react to these reviews. Now, the reviews are saying Shin Megami Tensei 5 is good. Like, I don't think any reviewer went out there and said this game sucks. I don't think that's the case. It's just some people are like, man, I wish it was more like Persona 5. It doesn't have the heart and the positive.
He is just not getting why people are calling out the reviews. It's what, as I said about like how it's not the same and all that, but it's just a meme at this point. Everyone has said everything's like Persona 5. Like, it's become a meme. Oh, dude, Yakuza Like a Dragon has turn-based. It's like Persona 5. Like, come on. Dragon Quest 11. It's like Persona 5. It's just like it.
The feeling of, you know, the good feelings you get out of playing a game like Persona 5, you don't get in Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah, because SMT is more serious.
Listen, I'm interested in it. Admittedly, I'm very interested in the game. But again, I feel like it's gonna be a really tough decision when I get around to beating Lost Judgment, which at this point, probably late November, early December, right? I'm gonna have a very tough time choosing what RPG to play next because there's a lot of options.
It's gonna be neither.
Good options, I feel.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's neither.
And I guess I'm gonna have to lean heavily on you guys to try to figure out what exactly.
Some Derek in his chat's gonna tell Phil, don't do Shin Megami Tensei 5. Atlas has stream restrictions. Oh my god! And then DSP is gonna be like, well, fuck you, Atlas. I'm not playing SMT5. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a shit what DSP plays. I would still find it enjoyable to watch him play a game that I like, just to see how bad he plays at it. But I don't know. I feel there was one game he played recently that I got triggered at, but I can't think of it. Whatever.
Exactly it is that I want to play because I don't want to grab one and then you guys wanted to see another one more. I don't know. It's going to be very challenging and tough. It is. Like, I don't even know. At this point, I don't even know what to say would be the next RPG that I play. Okay? Okay. Lastly here, in the realm of gaming, now, ladies and gentlemen, you may not even realize this, because outside of...
Alright, this is about Call of Duty. I'm not gonna do a video on Call of Duty. Come on, we all know his take on it. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. It was a fun time. It was great. Excuse me. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Maybe I'll be streaming. Maybe I won't be. I don't know. I don't know what I'll be doing. But thank you for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.